I broke up with her because I found out she cheated on me, and she flipped out. Recently, I found out that she is seeing one of my coworkers and that he is spreading rumors about me that she told him. Back to They Did What, your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, I'm going to go over a story titled, Am I the A-hole for sending an explicit video my ex sent to me to hurt me to her family? And big shout out to Fred for sending me this story. And guys, what we have here is quite an amusing revenge story. A guy that was definitely pushed too far, and in my opinion, he gave her back exactly what she deserved. Although, a lot of people have issue with this. And essentially, you're going to see this story, guys. This is a young guy, probably college age, 20s or so, had this girlfriend, and in the relationship with her, he disclosed a lot of really personal information to her, stuff that should not be spread around. And you're going to see ultimately he ends up breaking up with her, and of course then, because she cheats on him, I might add, and she ends up blabbing this personal information to this dude he worked with, who then spread around to work. I mean, it was terrible. And then to make matters worse, when he told her pretty much to leave him the hell alone, she sent him a video of her and that dude hooking up, just to hurt him. Well, finally she pushed him too far, and he ended up sending it to her very, very religious family. And wait till you see, guys, what happens with her family when they see this, that their sweet and innocent little angel is not what they thought. Watch what happens to her. It's quite entertaining. But anyhow, guys, this begs the question, did he go too far in doing this? You know, and a lot of people obviously thought so, and obviously the aftermath of that didn't go well. But, so I'm going to go through this story here, guys. It's an entertaining one, and I will then share my opinions along the way. So, it starts off, he says, hello, am I the a-hole? He's referring to the Reddit subcategory that he's going to. I'm going to try and make this as brief as possible so I don't ramble. I dated M for a year and a half. During this time, I confided in her some very personal secrets, which I don't feel comfortable sharing even anonymously. Because of these, she knows that there are certain things related to sex mostly that I am very sensitive towards. We did not part on friendly terms after our breakup, and we don't talk anymore. I broke up with her because I found out that she cheated on me, and she flipped out. Recently, I found out that she is seeing one of my coworkers, and that he is spreading rumors about me that she told him. She basically told him bits and pieces of the personal information I shared with her when we were together, and now he's spreading some of that around the office. So those two are perfect for each other, two a-holes. Okay, this guy broke up with her, rightfully so, because he found she was cheating on him. And then she got pissed at him for breaking up with her for cheating. Probably one of these gals have said, hey, it's your fault I cheated. Okay, you're the one that wasn't paying enough attention to me, or some bullshit line, and cheated on him, broke up with her. And then she managed to tell this dude, it's probably with this dude I might add, all this personal stuff that she should have kept confidential. Someone who would have maturity and respect would keep it quiet. And now he's spreading it around work. Everybody to know. Man, that's terrible. This guy had plenty of good reason to go to HR, in my opinion. And then when he tells her to cut the shit, she then sends a freaking dirty video of those two. But he gets some good payback here. But yeah, total a-holes. I sent her a message telling her to stop spreading my secrets around and to leave me alone. She replied, sending me explicit videos of herself having you-know-what with my coworker because she knew it would hurt me. So not just one video, videos of all that. Well, she sent him those videos. Well, now, what's the guy to do with this evidence here? Well, remember, he obviously knows things about her too. She has a very religious family. That was the last straw for me, and I sent the video to all of her family and friends with the message, this is what M sends to me when I ask her to leave me alone and stop spreading rumors. She pushed him too far. Again, let's remember, she cheated on him, made him out to be the a-hole, starts breaking his trust, spreading this information. That guy spreads the information, and then he tells her to cut the shit out, leave him alone, and she sends him those videos. Now, obviously, the revenge, P-O-R-N subject is coming into play here, but it's not like he posted online for the world to see, and she wouldn't leave him alone, and she sent it to him willingly, right? Willingly. So he sent it back to her family. I don't have issue with this. I think she got what she deserved. Her family is quite religious, and they lost it. Apparently, they pulled their financial support for her college and aren't speaking with her at all. Am I the a-hole? Hell no, not my opinion. I think you deserve a high five. I think this guy deserves a trophy. But of course, you're going to see, obviously, she's not happy with him, and people are going to see him as the villain, but look what she was doing, right? But there are just things you just don't blab about. If you were with somebody for a while, and you gave him confidential information, you just don't do that, And obviously, he didn't do anything to her. She cheated on him. Now, let's see how this progresses. He says, well, this blew up. I'll try and answer some of the things I have been asked most often here. Number one, he says, I feel somewhat obligated to clear the air that no, the information being spread was not that I have a small you-know-what or anything else that was trivial. To put things as general as possible and to give an idea how serious the rumors being spread were, I was the victim of CSA for a period of several years, and it had a pretty profound impact on my life. CSA, I looked it up because I wasn't sure what it was child S-word abuse. So some serious stuff. And believe me, I can only imagine how difficult it would be for this guy to open up about that. Think about it. And the fact that she was telling somebody else some a-hole and he's spreading it around. I mean, good Lord, do you think this guy's ever going to open up to anybody about that again? Did he get off his chest? Never. So now you know what it was. That even shows how much of a piece of shit she is and this guy is. He says, it led to me doing some pretty stupid things to cope with it, as well as having a bunch of issues I struggle with to this day. He said in parentheses, I never hurt anyone in any way, but there are some things that I've done that I would not like to have spread around. She's been picking and choosing the parts from my history that feels will hurt me the most to have spread around, and adding a few stories of her own here and there. Okay, to add insult to injury, she's got to add extra stuff too. So, in my opinion, again, and sending that video to her family, she got what she deserved. Number two, by all of her friends and family, I met her parents, brother, and a couple of close friends. I worded that terribly. I've not been the best headspace as of late. Sorry. Yeah, well, her friends probably told their friends, and you can imagine. But it's, not, in my opinion, not like he posted on PORN Hub or something like that. Number three, we've not spoken since. I have no desire to speak to her ever again. My coworker has been on sick leave, apparently. Sick leave? For the past couple weeks, I've not heard anything from him. As petty and shitty as it sounds, she can die for all I care. I've gone to bed hating myself for ever involving myself with a person that has ever since she cheated on me. Maybe I'm the a-hole too for my reaction, but she can get bent. I feel no guilt whatsoever for any shit she has gone through because of this. I wouldn't feel bad about it. Oh, hell no. Yeah, notice he's not spreading anything about her. Now, he sent the video and her whole family gets to see it, but he's not spreading, I'm sure he knows some dirt about her as well. Number four, I'll be speaking to my lawyer tomorrow to see what he thinks. I have the money to fight a legal case if I have to, though obviously I would rather not. He's probably referring to if he gets in trouble because of obviously sending that video, but I think it is different than your usual cases. And also, it certainly depends on what state he lives in, because different states have different rules of the situation. And he says, yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I wanted to clear up. I'll go through the thread tomorrow, if I feel up to it, and see if there's anything else. It's a bit of a shit show, and I'm not really emotionally in the right place to deal with this through 1,000 comments. Now, real quick, I'll read a few comments here, but before that, again, I think the guy, she got what she deserved. End of story. And if her family cut her off, they're not talking to her and all that, you know what? And it isn't just in terms of like the video, it's just that the stuff that she knew, this stuff about him. I guarantee it was very hard for him to share, and he did with her, and she went and blabbed to some total a-hole, and he's blabbing. So some people probably think, well, he's the victim being shown in that video. Well, he's an a-hole too, spreading that information about this guy, right? So, a bunch of a-holes. So the first comment says, nothing more to really say. She was an a-hole. You responded by being an a-hole. Your coworker's an a-hole. Everybody sucks here. Poor family. Yeah, the girl deserved to be punished, but wow, her family didn't. I wouldn't really call her family being punished. They get to see what she's really like. They get to see, he texted them. It's not like he got along with them and said, this is what she's doing to me. So putting the graphic actions on the video aside, the fact that they get to see what their daughter's like, that she's this kind of person that would do these types of things. So I think they had a right to know that part. Not necessarily, we can go back and forth on the video part, but in terms of her character, they had a right to know. Another guy says, not the a-hole. Honestly, I might just be me because I like revenge. She deserved it. What did she think? That you were going to just not do anything about it? Just let her bully you like that? No, of course not. He says she deserved what was coming to her. As an intelligent person once said, play bitch games, get bitch prizes. There you go. Or play stupid games, get stupid prizes, or whatever the hell it is. Another person says here, too many times people do things like this and get away with it. Maybe now that her life is ruined, she'll know not to do it again. Unless someone secretly they confide in you is against them, is one of the worst things you can do. It is straight up abusive and manipulative. At least now this woman and her new boyfriend might leave the OP alone. Sucks it had to come to this though. Another guy says, it's not our revenge, PORN. She consented to the filming and distributed it herself. Okay, now this is one guy's opinion. He says, I've explained in more detail below, but the OP's ex had no reasonable expectation that the video she sent will remain private. It would be extremely unreasonable for her to try and argue that she trusted the OP to maintain her dignity and privacy when she's sending the OP her own homemade PORN just to hurt him. Well, there you go. That was the sole intent of that, and she sent it on purpose. Yeah, what does she think? That after him telling her all that personal stuff about him, and her blabbing it to this guy, and him blabbing it to the whole company, that by her sending the video, he's going to then obviously keep it quiet? Please. Another guy says, not the a-hole. She has betrayed your trust over and over and over again. If you reacted this way the first time, I would have said it was an overreaction. But at this point, it's clear that she's not going to stop unless you start fighting back, which is exactly what you did. Sorry you had to go through this. Yeah, the only way you deal with bullies is to show strength. And this guy shows strength by showing, okay, you pushed me this far, here you go to your family. And can you imagine the look on her family, her religious families? They probably went off right to the church to pray. Who knows? But definitely entertaining there. All right, guys, that's a quick one, but I thought it'd be a good one to go over here. We all like good revenge stories against guys that have been mistreated. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know. Do you think this guy went too far, or you think it was certainly warranted? And again, I'd like to know, if, depending on any lawyers out there, what would happen in this situation, because it seems a little different than the usual stories you hear with the so-called revenge, PORN. Also, guys, you come across a really good story you'd like to share, by all means, email it to me. Don't forget the link. A lot of you guys send me these, say, SSM, I got this great story for you, or this great article or story on Reddit, and then you forget to send me the link. So send me the link. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.